Then of course he says to you, Phoenix Angel Girl,
This bores me.
Then why are you replying if it bores you so much? You could do, like, I don't know, watch a movie, go out with your girlfriend.
Oh, no,
wait.
he's too busy cheating on his girlfriend with 10-year-old sluts on the internet.
At least 4 of them.
Read a good book.
Phoenix, you forgot. Vicious can't read.
Oh, wait. I did forget that. Silly me. It must be the booze.
Oh, and then Rock and Rumbler R&R comes here with his bit of arguments by basically saying, okay, I'm just going to ask this. When did he say he was better than Shade Falcon and Alvin Earthworm? Because without any proof, you sound like you're just throwing out basic and aceless claims.
You give a response.
Yep, I said a lot of people, it's like, I have had a lot of reliable sources that have, told me this. People who have known him for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he's like, that's not what I asked you. I was asking for some actual proof showing him saying that he was better than Shade Falcon and Alvin Earthworm. If you don't have any, then your claim you made is baseless.
Which is stupid because you just gave him proof.
Yeah, well, and the next comment I said, hey, if you're not going to take my word for it, go to the people who I got the information from.
Yep.
And then he said, I haven't seen anything that convinced me your claim is true.
That's because he did not fucking go to them.
Yep.
It's obvious.
Yep.
It's like, I haven't seen anything that convinces me your coach. Yeah, because you don't want to fucking bother yourself and go look. Because let me be real. If you took that much time out to write a comment and question and challenge Realm War's argument, it does not take you that fucking much to go to the people he said this about Vicious and ask them. Not that hard to do. No, you just want to be a lazy fuck and try to question his claim without any
backup.
Without any backup, pretty much.
Yep. Oh, and then, of course, he continues with, you're giving me names of people, I've talked to both Titan and Sarah prior to this, and they told me what they think of him, that he is an overall ass, but they never told me he said he was better than anyone. On a different,
Did you ask?
But no, you see, the thing is, like, I gave more than just Titan and Sarah, and I wasn't just saying, oh, these are the guys who gave my information. I said, hey, if you won't take my word for it, ask these people who I listed. Only talked to Titan and Sarah.
Okay, you talked to both Titan and Sarah, but there were more people, like Deadman, Dark Shinigami Host, Raven, Dayton, because Dayton's not that hard to find.
Yeah, like I have him on my contacts. So, yeah, anyway, it continues by basically saying, on a different note, I believe you're going about this the wrong way. If someone has negative qualities about them you don't like, then being a complete ass towards them about it won't exactly yield the best defense. In other words, constructive criticism.
Fucking God, here we goddamn go.
God damn it, no.
What's even better, I'm sorry, weren't the comments prior to this, trying to insult my intellect and me as a person?
Yeah, so, I'm sorry, you know what? He seems like a really okay kid, but let me just tell you something. Don't fucking come up to me and tell me I gotta be this and I gotta be that when 20 other people are trying to fucking question my intelligence and call me a faggot and many other things. Because being constructive is pretty much thrown out the window when you express something the way you feel, and and then they come at you like, oh my God, you're such a faggot, you're a stupid ass.
Yeah, and you know something? Vicious is doing the same thing too. He's coming off as a smug asshole too, yet you say nothing to him.
So it's basically, I'm surprised you didn't say something like this. Bitch, take that shit to Vicious and everybody else who's been calling me a faggot and ridiculing my intelligence. Tell that shit to them before you come to me about this.
And by the way, Loudon, considering you were reading this prior to this recording, I'll have you read this comic because I remember you told me you loved the way I said this.
Oh yes, I love this one because it's like, wow, you are such a moral fag. I love you, man. Seriously, morals have no place on the internet and they never will. Also, way to have a double standard. I've done this approach in every rant I've ever made. I've bashed, I slandered, yet it was perfectly fine before, however. Now, since this is Vicious, we're talking about, you get all defensive about it. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Boom! Oh, and the only reason you're not convinced is because, one, you're too lazy to actually listen to what they say, like everyone else in your community are retards, or two, that's just your ignorance talking.
Okay, anyway, he then replies by saying, okay, never once did I insult you in my responses, yet here you are throwing insults like a 13-year-old. Again, I've done this in past journals as well.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I know, it's like, you don't have to insult me. If I think you are a retard, I'm going to come out and say you're a retard. That's the person I am.
I'm not gonna fucking, like, be all nice about it and go, you kinda have problems with you, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not that bad. When it's, like, really terrible? No.
No, you see, it's like this. Vicious is like, what, in his 20s? Like, Lado, you just said he's older than you?
He's in his, like, mid-20s.
He should be able to handle it when someone says you're a faggot. I mean, after all, I'm 19 and younger than Vicious, and I've had tubers saying God knows what to me.
Dude, I'm 22 years old, and there's not been a moment that somebody has called me a faggot or any offensive name in the book.
It's like all the people who look at you and you're like, hey, look, it's a nigger.
Pretty much. That's on the internet. So how is it that Vicious can't take an insult?
Yeah, why is he such a special occasion?
Why is he a special case?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, because, he spent the majority jumping on bandwagons, sucking other people's dicks, and then making certain videos so he could get all the special attention, people. Oh, yeah, and totally ripping off Razor the Wolf while doing it.
Yeah, and then,
Ouch.
here's another great one. You make Vicious out to be some kind of asshole, but you're not exactly looking like a nice guy yourself. All I just got to say is this. At least I can admit to being an asshole.
Yep. And see, that's, in my mind, that's what makes me and Realm, we may not be perfect, but that's what makes us better than guys like Vicious. Because at least I can come out and admit, yeah, I'm a dick. I say some stupid things. I am a total asshole to people. But you know what? At least I don't lie to myself and everyone else and talk shit about someone but still say, I'm a nice guy.
No, it's like, yeah, I troll on online video games, so yeah, I can admit that too.
Sometimes I troll people on DeviantArt because it's too fucking easy.
Yep, like you guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, we admit we're assholes, but we're not passive-aggressive cunts like Vicious.
Yep.
No, Chihuahua is.
Oh, and then the next one says, you made some good points in your rant, but that doesn't mean you have to be an asshole while making them. Again, I've done this before.
Where were you?
Yeah, it's like, I've been doing this since 2009 when I first started commentaries.
Exactly.
And then Loudon, this is your taboo coming up. If you're going to deliver critique, it might as well be constructive.
Oh, the vein in my forehead's throbbing right now.
Do you want some booze?
I would love some booze right now. Oh my god. Wow. Critiques. You know what? I'm not even going to explain. I explained myself on how I felt about the whole constructive criticism and critiques and all that bullshit. I've expressed my opinion about that, so let's not go there.
Do you want me to just do a quick one?
Sure.
Okay. You guys, what your definition of constructive criticism is basically, oh, your art is awesome. It's great. It's stupendous. Here's the thing. Not everyone's going to like it. And we shouldn't lie to ourselves saying, hey, I like your art, but you need to do this, that, and the other. It's
no,
like,
I fucking hate doing that.
It's like, no, it's just, if I don't like it, I'll say, I don't like this
I am not
of
some
this.
tree-hugging hippie, you goddamn son of a bitch.
I
I may
will not
have
lie
the
to
afro,
you.
but don't let that fool you.
I will not lie to myself, and I will not lie to the artist. If it is really bad, I will say, it's really bad. You have some serious improvements to do.
And, I think I'm, gonna kinda ignore the comments of demonic animations, cause, I did tell him, one of the reasons I made this was to piss him off, and he was like, oh. Except for this comment that, I would like to read out. The only thing I see in front of me is a cross between a psychopath and a fail troll.
I guess this is the thing that kind of irritates me is whenever you have an argument and the guy will say, oh, you're just a fail troll, like immediately your opinion doesn't matter.
Total Jordan River logic.
Okay, when you use the word fail troll in a sentence talking to either somebody or just a troll period, and you use the word fail troll to them, that's kind of redundant. It's like an oxymoron in a way, because it's like, how is he a fail troll when you're responding to the said fail troll? And I explained it to them.
And then, and then of course, this one thing, something I really hate seeing from the Recolor community, because it's like, it shows how much pussy some of there are. Sonic Fan 450, not taking sides on this one. I don't know. Why is that? Oh, because you're fans of Vicious and me. And it's like, oh, I don't know who to betray.
At least he's slightly smart about this, where it's like, hey, I'm not gonna get into this flame war.
But no, you see, it's like, this is kind of mentality I hate, where it's like, oh, if I don't agree with one person, then they're gonna hate me.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about with that, because it's like, you should not really give a shit what people think about you.
Yep. Oh, and then this one comment, it just screams autism. Van Dimmerk. Sure, he can be perverted, but you can't say any of this shit without actually speaking to him.
Bullshit.
It's like, I've seen his DA. All of the boobs and dicks that have been on there.
And I've seen comments.
It's right there.
And I've seen comments and how he acts like a total dick and a smug, pompous asshole to them.
Oh, and here's the thing. So, apparently, Realm Wars can't talk shit about Chihuahua here, but Chihuahua has all the right to basically hide out in the corner and talk smack about people he doesn't like.
Huh, wait a minute. Realm, his name on YouTube is Double S Animations, right?
Yep.
Okay, if you take the animations out, you have Double S, right?
Yeah.
Double standard.
Oh! Anyway. Oh, then Inazuma comes in by going, lol, this shit just makes me laugh. It's the fact that you don't know shit past what people tell you, XD. This guy does not even think he's a good strider. That is bullshit, because, again, indirectly, I have seen him, showing he is better than some people.
Hello, how about the many times he's made videos about certain people that nobody in the spriting community likes and he kills them off?
Yeah. Oh, and also about the fact where he's like, oh, you don't know shit past what people tell you. How do you know that? How do you know all of this was just from what some person told me? Because you know something? I've actually seen his DA and his YouTube.
Same here.
And it's
like, even if people didn't tell me about it and I want to make a rant about him anyway, I still would have made this journal.
Pretty much. And hey, Realm, why don't you just read that little comment I left to him? Because I remembered you saying that was pretty funny.
Okay. He said, irony coming from someone who is the definition of no child left behind. Oh, and of course he goes, hey, nice comeback, dog. Just putting information out there. No need to twist your panties in a knot.
What information? You don't have any information.
His information is saying that he's a good spriter, even though that's technically off base because of his indirect way of showing his ego.
Basically, I just came back at him with stuff, and he basically backed into the corner.
Then, of course, Inazuma is like, I was just saying one thing that wasn't kind of true about the journal, so yeah, just go back to trolling him.
Once again, the troll card. No, just no. I will say that, just no. You fail.
And I basically just wrote back, finally ending it, because, I love to have the last word next day. So expressing an opinion and dicking around is trolling? What is it with people not knowing the difference between trolling and being a dick?
Oh yeah, then of course there's another person by the name of Super Shadu 1010 by saying, I know I seem like a backstabber, but I sort of 50 believe half these. You're not backstabbing anyone if you don't agree with what they're saying. Like, if you
That's
don't
not
agree
backstabbing. That's called having your own opinion.
But then again, having your own opinion against Vicious is a big no-no in his circle.
Well, his circle is retarded, and they basically talk about each other behind their backs any fucking way, so they have no reason to talk.
Yeah, exactly. And he says, half of these words at the time, I want to go and tell Vic that, hey, Vic, you may be overpowering your characters, but okay, I might as well, say my stance on this, my thoughts of overpowered characters. I don't mind them if they have a little something called substance, if they have a little something that makes sense with them, if they have a little something that, justifies the fact, but that's saying, how they have these. Characters like Kratos from God of War, perfect example. I can understand why he is like this. He was the son of Zeus, and he was given power by the God of War Ares by asking for mercy. So yeah, that would explain why he is so strong as a demigod. That makes sense. Vicious, on the other hand, I'm sorry, what's his story, or what roots does he want to stick to?
Basically, any recolor story where the short answer is there is none.
And, another thing is, I kind of also wouldn't mind it if, Vicious himself wouldn't keep trying to deny it all the time.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't he deny either being a recolor or...
Yeah, he does.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, you're totally not a recolor when your fucking sprite is just a damn colored out version of Razor the Wolf minus the fucking clothes.
They all look like recolors to me, so no.
Let's also go back to the fact that not only does his freaking sprite looks like Razor the Wolf pro him editing it to make it look like an actual wolf, he recycles the same fucking thing but puts it with a different color palette.
Pretty much.
So,
yep.
Yeah, no.
I saw that in, episode 6. A lot of them look like clones of each other, except with just a slight different color palette. And it's like, who are these people? Are they clones?
But then again, all the characters in Vicious's story are practically the same character.
Yeah.
Same personality, same actions.
Wait, they have a personality?
A poor one.
Very poor one.
But
they had one? I didn't know this.
And then it continues by saying, and when I do, I just fuck it and listen to music. And when you, and basically, I just have to say this. So you are the passive kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, I don't know why, just being friends with a person is stopping you from saying what you want to say.
I'm friends with Realm, and God knows it doesn't stop me from saying stuff about him that I know is...
Hey, I've made fun of Loudon on a couple of occasions in our Rayman Origins LP.
He fucking makes fun of me saying I suck at Rayman. You don't see me going, you're the devil, I hate you, go to hell, and then hang me up.
Realm has told me some of my videos have sucked. I'm not on his ass about it. I feel bad for her, because she seems like a nice person. She seems like a smart person. The only problem is, she doesn't have a spine.
Yeah, she's really passive.
Please, girl, you seem so smart. Please, for the love of God, get a backbone. And I'm being gentle about this. You seem like a really nice person. I don't know you, though.
I mean, it's nothing bad about being passive. It's just when you're too passive. To the point.
Yeah, it's like when you're too passive, people get the idea that you're easily manipulated.
Yeah.
And they kind of walk all over you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then
kind of like how Vicious does everybody in his group. Because, honestly, here's a good example that will probably scare her straight. Do you really want to be like the people in his group who are just blind and have no backbone, and Vicious just walks all over them and talks crap about them behind their back while smiling in their face at the same time?
Like one of those preppy bitches from one of those high school movies.
Mean Girls XD.
And then it continues by saying, and when you typed, and I quote, better than guys like Shade Falcon and even Alvin Earthworm, I couldn't help but laugh and think that Vic maybe he even less better than those two. And I agree, I sometimes think that Bay was in a Flash business before the movies, because all of his he goes way over the top and thinks the best thing on the internet. Better than Ghost Nappa.
Fuck you. No one's better than Ghost Nappa because I say so, and I'm drunk.
I'm sorry.
We're not kidding. She is getting drunk.
I tried hard to pay attention to that one, but there was too many grammatical errors.
I don't know if, she's trying to disagree completely.
It's like, no, she's basically neutral.
Yeah, she's trying hard to be neutral. You know something? I'll give her that. You are trying to be neutral on this while having, I'll give you this.
You're trying to be fair.
Yeah, unlike majority of, Vicious's circle of retards are like, you shouldn't be saying this. You should not be saying this. You do not deserve your own opinion. You should not be insulting a guy in his 20s.
Pretty much that's what's going on.
Yeah, yeah,